the delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players by saying she's going to go in that league and tear it apart.
Geno Auriemma once thought he had Caitlin Clark all figured out. He believed she wasn't cut out for the physical demands of the WNBA and dismissed her fanbase as out of touch. But when reality hit, he found himself eating his words live on national TV. The same Caitlin Clark he once underestimated has proven her critics wrong, turning them into believers, and that includes Geno, who became one of her most unexpected supporters.
She's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. And she's a rookie.
Clark's rookie season was anything but ordinary. From jaw-dropping performances to rewriting WNBA history books, she proved that her game was more than just hype, and in the process she forced even her most vocal critic to admit he got it wrong. Auriemma, known for his ironclad opinions and sharp analysis, found himself offering praise he once thought unthinkable. But how did we get here? How did a coach with decades of dominance end up reversing his take on the rookie he famously said would struggle? If you think you know this story, think again, because what came next was nothing short of headline-worthy. Before we break it down, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Are you ready? Let's go.
Actually, odds on she's third or fourth in betting odds on being MVP of the WNBA. These people are so disrespectful and so unknowledgeable and so stupid that it gives women's basketball a bad name. Okay, so the kid was set up for failure right from the beginning.
It all began with a statement that caught the attention of the entire basketball world on the Dan Patrick Show. UConn's iconic coach Geno Auriemma didn't hold back. He called Caitlin Clark's fan base delusional, suggesting they were setting her up for failure. His assessment: Clark was not built for the physicality of the WNBA and lacked the speed to escape aggressive defenders. He even noted she deserves everything she gets because she gives as good as she gets, framing her outspoken nature as a double-edged sword.
What does bother me is some of the people I deeply respect, their basketball credentials, their basketball history, their commitment to basketball and women's basketball, I think have really not covered themselves in glory with some of this commentary.
To understand Auriemma's skepticism, one must look back at Clark's college days at Iowa. Her impact was seismic: unmatched scoring ability, deep-range shooting that bordered on showmanship, and leadership that turned the Hawkeyes into national contenders. By the time she was the top pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, Clark was a household name, but in Auriemma's eyes her dominance in college wasn't enough. He viewed the WNBA as an arena where only select few could thrive without an adjustment period, mostly the ones he coached at the University of Connecticut. And
Diana said it best: this kid's in for a rude awakening.
Fans were divided. Caitlin Clark's supporters highlighted her relentless work ethic, unmatched basketball IQ, and her ability to shine in clutch moments. On the other hand, critics, including Diana Taurasi, shared Geno Auriemma's concerns, questioning whether Clark's college success could carry over to the professional level, where the competition is tougher and more seasoned.
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
Caitlin Clark didn't let the criticism get to her. Instead of backing down, she used it as fuel to push herself further. In her early press conferences, she stayed focused on teamwork and preparation, confidently brushing off the noise. "I'm here to show up and help my team get better," she said with poise. Then came the season that changed everything. Clark didn't just meet expectations, she blew them away. She led the Indiana Fever with impressive stats, averaging 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and over 5 rebounds per game. Her scoring was electric, but it was her court vision and ability to elevate her teammates that shut down the doubters. Along the way, she broke 62 records, proving Geno's predictions of a rough rookie year were completely off base.
You never know how quickly they're going to adapt to the WNBA game coming from college. And I think that Caitlin has done surprisingly well, how quickly she's adapted to this game. There's a lot of doubters out there, as we all know, and she has proved them all wrong.
What truly set Caitlin Clark's season apart were the moments that turned doubt into admiration. Her buzzer beaters, triple-doubles, and clutch assists during tight games became viral highlights across social media. But it wasn't just her play that earned respect, it was her resilience, her poise under pressure, and her ability to carry the weight of high expectations while keeping her spirit intact. The rookie year that Geno Auriemma thought would expose Clark instead showcased her as one of the brightest stars of her generation. So, how did all of this lead to Geno's unexpected change of heart? That's where things get interesting. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We know your time is valuable, and we truly appreciate you. Now, let's dive back in.
Well, the Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball team looking to improve to 4-0 in the season as they travel to Des Moines to take on Drake. Caitlin Clark, Lisa Bluder also on hand to watch the sold-out game.
Caitlin Clark's return to Iowa wasn't just another game, it was a celebration of everything she had accomplished and a glimpse of the future. The November 17th matchup between the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Drake Bulldogs set the perfect stage for an emotional tribute. As Clark entered the Knapp Center, the excitement in the air was palpable. The crowd knew they were witnessing the return of a true legend. Fox College Hoops had prepared a special tribute video, filled with a montage of her college highlights and touching messages from former teammates, coaches, and even opponents.
Unless you have been living under a rock, you have heard about Caitlin Clark.
She's just a generational player and makes everybody around her better.
Caitlin Clark will go down as one of the best to ever play the game.
The tribute featured heartfelt messages from stars like Paige Bueckers, Juju Watkins, and Caitlin's former coaches, Lisa Bluder and Jan Jensen. "She's been great, and I'm really excited for her at this next stage," Watkins said. The praise was sincere and continuous, highlighting not just Caitlin's incredible talent, but also her strong character.
Great player, good person as well. She's been great, and I'm really excited for her at this next stage in her career.
Caitlin Clark becomes the all-time leading scorer in major college basketball. Another forever moment for this transformational superstar.
What truly stood out was the change in how even Caitlin Clark's past critics now spoke about her. Geno Auriemma, who had once doubted her, no longer voiced any skepticism. Instead, his tone had shifted from doubt to reluctant admiration. The man who had called Clark's potential hyped now had to acknowledge her incredible achievements. This unexpected change was a testament to how remarkable her rookie season had been. The tribute wasn't just a nostalgic look back, it was proof of the deep impact Clark had made. Paige Bueckers, who had often been compared to Clark, shared a powerful quote that summed up Clark's journey perfectly. "Caitlin brought so much new attention to the rise of women's college basketball. She carries that burden with grace and humility."
Caitlin brought so much new attention to the rise in women's college basketball and the WNBA and women's sports in general. I feel like the weight of the world is on her shoulders, and she just has this heavy burden to carry, and she does it with grace and humility.
As the video played, the crowd erupted in applause, and social media lit up with reactions. Tweets like "She's changed the game," and "It's time everyone admits it," and even Geno's "Got to give her credit now" reflected the overwhelming sentiment. Caitlin Clark's rookie season hadn't just proven her skills on the court, it had shifted the entire narrative about her, including from her critics, Geno Auriemma included. As the evening went on, the praise kept pouring in. It wasn't just her Iowa teammates singing her praises. Kara Kra, a rival coach, acknowledged, "You can't deny her impact, it goes beyond stats." The broadcast even showed clips of Clark's WNBA highlights, with each appearance on screen drawing cheers from the crowd.
Clark for the win!
What only comparable to her is Steph Curry.
She did break my assist record at Iowa, so that's, something I have to live with my entire life. But I think what Caitlin Clark did is put eyes on our game. People that would never watch women's basketball are watching women's basketball now because of Caitlin Clark.
The homecoming was a full-circle moment, showcasing just how far Caitlin Clark had come and how wrong many of her critics had been. It wasn't just about the numbers, her rookie season was a story of resilience, proving doubters wrong, and uniting people. Through it all, Clark remained humble, focused, and continued to inspire everyone around her. So, what did Geno Auriemma have to say about it? You might be surprised by how he turned the narrative around.
The college career that Caitlin had ignited a tremendous amount of attention.
Geno Auriemma, the man who had once confidently dismissed Caitlin Clark's prospects, found himself in an unexpected position, eating his words. After months of bold criticism and doubt, Auriemma's public stance began to change, and it didn't go unnoticed. During a segment in Clark's tribute video, his words took on a tone few had expected: admiration.
Incredible phenomenon that very rarely happens, and it certainly changed the landscape, no question.
The sharp jabs Geno Auriemma made, claiming Caitlin Clark wasn't built for the physicality of the WNBA and criticizing her fanbase as delusional, couldn't have been more different from his new perspective. "She's certainly changed the landscape, no question," Auriemma admitted in an interview that left viewers doing a double take. "She's a phenomenon." So, what sparked this change? It was the undeniable impact of Clark's rookie season. Social media was relentless, with fans flooding timelines with highlight reels of Clark's game-winning shots, flashy assists, and the confidence that lit up arenas. One viral post humorously pointed out, "Geno said she wasn't ready, now look who's not ready to admit it."
I was mesmerized by her.
Caitlin had the tongue out. She is feeling it tonight, folks.
She broke stereotypes. She played with a flair. She played with the confidence, the swagger that I think few have played with.
As Caitlin Clark's performances continued to impress, the pressure mounted, and more critics were silenced. Geno Auriemma's previous skepticism began to feel out of touch with reality. It wasn't just about admitting she could play, it was about recognizing that she was redefining what it meant to be a player in the WNBA. Known for never backing down from his opinions throughout his legendary career, Auriemma was now showing something rare: concession. Despite the shift in his tone, not everyone was convinced by his newfound praise. Some fans saw it as damage control, a way for him to save face as Clark's momentum became unstoppable. Analysts were quick to comment, with some suggesting, "Geno knows he got it wrong, this is him acknowledging it without saying it." Even respected basketball voices acknowledged that this reversal was a sign of Clark's undeniable talent, forcing even the most seasoned minds to reconsider their stances.
I think that all of us, fan base included, were just so thankful that we were part of that ride.
For many, Geno Auriemma's change of heart symbolized a larger shift in women's basketball, an evolving movement that recognizes and celebrates new talent, even if it means rethinking old opinions. In the end, Caitlin Clark's incredible performance forced even the most steadfast critics to adapt, proving once again that her story is more than just about basketball, it's about rewriting narratives. When Auriemma shifted his stance on Clark, the reactions were immediate and divided. Fans of Clark took to social media to savor the moment, with comments like "Even Geno couldn't ignore her greatness and it's about time he admits what we all knew" flooding timelines. Memes poking fun at his change of opinion spread quickly, turning a serious moment into viral content.
He's just done so much to grow the game and inspire young girls to play.
We're uplifting women basketball and everybody's watching.
I think Caitlin will be in the record books forever. She's an amazing basketball player, but an even better person.